All right. Good evening, Anya. My session with you on science. I have on the screen what we are going to be talking about. Let me tell you what science is all about before I do that. I hope you are comfortable in English, so there's no problem. But these are live interaction. There is no problem. Anytime you have a difficulty, you can communicate with me. We can start. The first thing I'm talking about is what science is all about. So what we are doing, observation. First thing I'm talking is about observation. I hope you are observing large number of things around you, but we are observing surroundings. I'm talking of the surroundings. And students, I'm talking of you are living on planet Earth. Where you are? On planet Earth. Okay? But you are a part of the universe. And you know, this universe is very big and infinite. Do you see sun? Yes or no? Tell me. Do you?
Yes.
Every morning, morning, you see the sun coming in the morning. What the sun gives you? What the sun gives you? Tell me, Anya. What are you getting from the sun?
Light.
Light. Anything more than that? Heat.
Yes.
It is also a form of energy.
Energy.
Very good. Very good. And do you see plants? Do you see plants, trees?
Yes.
Okay, you see plants and trees. Are they getting sunlight? Yes or no? They are also getting sunlight. So sun is the important thing in our life. And you have heard about it. A lot of people are still, you see, sun is considered as a god. Is any of your relative, any of your parents or mother, or are they giving water in the morning to the sun? Yes or no? You have seen some people. You have seen some people in the morning they get up and what they do? They are offering prayers and what they are offering? Water to the sun. Did you ever see that? You have not seen.
Yes.
Okay. You will find some people. If you ever
in villages do that.
Okay, some in the temples you will see a lot of people are like that too. Now, what is the reason that sun is a source of energy, or we are saying sun is a source of the universe? Let me tell you, if sun doesn't shine for a day, what will happen? What will happen? Tell me. Sun doesn't shine for a day. What is going to happen? Can you think about it?
There will be no light.
Only light. Nothing more will happen.
And the plants will die, and we will not get oxygen, and probably die.
Okay, very good. What I want you to, you see that once you are with me, students, I am talking of thinking. What we do all the time is a thinking. That is the important thing, thinking. Actually, what I want to tell you that there are so many phenomena which we are observing in our everyday life. What I'm talking, phenomenon, student. You are observing so many phenomena. You are saying that sun is giving you light and heat. And now I'm talking of energy, students. And this is interacting with the plants. You know, plants prepare their own food.
Yes.
Plants are preparing their own food. You know that?
Yes.
How they are preparing? What do you call this as? The process. Photosynthesis. Excellent answer. Excellent answer given by you. You are such an intelligent child. You are talking of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is happening every day, every moment when the sun starts shining on the earth. This is a phenomenon which is happening. This something is happening. They are able to prepare their own food. And the result of photosynthesis is what? Plants consume what? Carbon dioxide gas. If you don't understand CO2, don't worry about it. Carbon dioxide is taken by the plants. Yes or no? Tell me. You have heard about
Yes.
carbon emissions, pollution, so many things you are talking about. Carbon emission. Plants will take the carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight, and there is a green colored substance in the plants. Are the plants green? Yes or no?
Yes.
Green. What do you call this? You may have heard about it. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green colored pigment which is present in the plants. So in this presence, the plants are able to prepare their food, students. And in the process, they give what they give to us.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Excellent answer. You are so good in science. I was just trying to find out how good you are. You are such an intelligent child. Oxygen, they give oxygen gas, students. Oxygen gas. And you know, are you breathing or not? Tell me. Are you
Yes.
breathing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Breathing. While you are breathing, what goes inside your body? Tell me.
Oxygen.
Air. Air has oxygen,
Yes.
and oxygen also air has some other gases like nitrogen. Like nitrogen.
Yes.
Plus other gases. Other gases.
Mm,
As we will learn more and more about these things. This is also a phenomenon. This is something is happening, students. And you have seen rainfalls. Do you
yes.
know rainfalls? Are you aware of it?
Yes.
How the rain is coming? You have clouds.
Due to the sunlight, it heats the ocean a lot, so the water evaporates to the sky.
Okay.
It creates clouds, and when there are too many water droplets, it rains.
Excellent answer. You're such a, and I can't believe that you have so much knowledge of science. So you are saying there is a water in the oceans. Water, oceans. Huh? It evaporates. It evaporates by the sun rays which are falling on it, and they form what you are saying. They form clouds, and you are saying that clouds is nothing but water vapors present in air. Present in air. Okay? When they cool, you are saying when they cool, we
Yes.
call this as condensation, students. Anya, if you have any doubt, you will stop me.
No.
Every session will be a story, will be very amazing and interesting. You will learn a lot of things which, and you already know all of this. The interesting thing is you already answering all the questions. So with the condensation, the drops becomes bigger in size. What I'm saying, these small tiny drops, they become bigger, and then they fall in the form of rain. Do you see any rainbow during rains? Tell me.
Rarely.
You have seen rainbows?
Yes.
What is a rainbow? What is a rainbow? Why? What is a rainbow, students? Tell me. What do you see in the rainbow, Anya? What do you experience in the rainbow?
We see different colors.
Colors. You see beautiful colors. Do you see how many colors you are seeing in the sky?
7.
7 color. Light has got 7 colors. You know about that. So good. 7 colors you are seeing. Sometimes they represent violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. That means you are saying to me light has got colors. Is it true? That's what you are saying?
I don't know
Okay.
how rainbow are.
Okay. Rainbow has 7 colors, but these colors originated came from where? This is a phenomena I want to tell you. Rainbow is a phenomena. And in Physics, in science, we want to understand this. What we are doing in physics? What we are doing in physics, you have got sun rays falling on the plants, plants preparing food, you are breathing, I am breathing. Then you see lightning, rainbows, and you are saying both of us are sitting on the earth, but we are not falling off the earth. Are you falling off the earth? No. What I am trying to say, that we are living on, where we are living? On planet Earth?
Yes.
Planet Earth. Did you see in the map that they are saying Earth is rotating and
On the
orbiting
sun.
around the sun? Is Earth orbiting around the sun?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Orbiting around the sun. You know, long back it was thought that something else was thought. It was thought that
Earth is flat.
other things are orbiting around the Earth. But now you say Earth is orbiting around the sun.
The moon is orbiting around the
Earth.
Earth. Every planet has a moon, or
Okay.
more than one.
More than one. Okay, such a good answer. You have a very good knowledge, because I believe your books are very good and school is very good. So you are having a lot of interest in science. You have plenty of information in science too. So you are saying that the moon is orbiting around the sun, and there are so many moons which are orbiting around. How many planets are there?
8.
Okay. So now we are observing and experiencing so many phenomena around us, and we want to find answer to these. You know, you throw something, it comes back on the earth. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why the earth attracts? You are
Gravitational force.
gravitational force. Okay. Earth is attracting everything toward itself, students. Gravitational force. You are saying gravitational force. Such a good answer given by you. That means there is some force, students, which is attracting, Earth is attracting other objects by some force, which we will learn what type of forces are these. How it came, why it came is not the question. The question is what is happening. Something is happening, you know, phenomena are there. All right. Now you have seen anything like magnet.
Yes.
What the magnet does?
It attracts another
It
T.
attracts certain magnetic pieces like iron. You are saying it attracts iron pieces.
Yes.
But it does not attract wood or your pen, but it attracts iron pieces. This is a phenomena. Now we want to understand it. We want to know why all this is happening, students. What we want to study. This is all about so many phenomena are occurring around us, students, and our interest is to study them. Or in other words, I'm talking of two things now. Anya, we are talking of two things, both of us. Matter and energy. What I'm talking? Matter.
Energy.
Okay. Can you tell me, Anya, what is matter? What is matter?
There is how much space or volume an object takes.
Are you matter?
Yes.
Okay, that is good. You are saying any substance, anything which has mass,
And weight.
occupy volume, occupy volume. See that? Is matter, is matter. All the things, students, all the things you are, including you are matter, I am matter. Everything is matter. The chair you are sitting is a matter. The laptop you are using is a matter. Everything, pen, everything is a matter. Everything has a mass. How small it can be, how small it can be, that is the point in science. So matter is there, student. Energy is there. Is there energy? Do you have energy?
Yes.
What energy you are having? You are having energy, you are saying. I am also having energy. Even if I was not having energy, how will I speak with you? Tell me. When I am speaking, do I need energy or not? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. So energy is there, students. Matter is also there. And what is happening? There is an interaction. What is happening, students? Anya, keep alive, keep interacting with me. And the more you interact, the more you will learn. Everything is thinking. Everything is thinking, nothing more. Pay attention and think. So there is an interaction between matter and energy. Matter and energy, students. Tell me, is there interaction between the two? Yes or no?
Yes.
And according to the lesson you sent me, student, measurements, the first line is say physics. Physics is a scientific study of how matter and energy interact. You are saying physics you are studying. Physics is the study. What you are studying? How matter interacts. How matter interacts. ठीक है? With and energy. How the two are interacting. Every time there is an interaction. See, sun rays. This is your sun rays. Sun rays are coming. This is energy, and it is interacting. Here is your tree or something, students. What you are having, plants or trees. What is happening? You can see interaction is going on. Interaction is going on. The rain falls, lightning, rainbows, rainbows because there is the sun has giving light. This light is scattered by the drops of the tiny drops of the water and dust particles. So you are seeing a rainbow, 7 colors. Light is a form of energy, students. Light is a form of heat. So light is a radiation. All this we will learn in physics. And you know these interactions can produce colors. Interaction of matter and energy. Matter and energy interactions. What is happening? They can produce, students colors like the rainbow. And heat, light, everything is coming. Everything is coming. These are all different forms of energy. And what happens? You are able to see the objects. Your eyes, students, they are able to see the objects.
With the help of light.
In, can you see an object in the dark?
No.
No. Then when light falls, what happens? The light energy is reflected by the object. It comes in my eyes. And what happens? There is a conversion of light energy into electrical energy. Inside my body, there are electrical signals. They go to my brain. And what happens then? These electrical signals passes to the brain. And you are able to see the objects. Is it correct?
Yes.
We'll learn in our higher classes how everything is happening. How everything is happening. But
Yes.
interesting thing is that white light splits into 7 colors. How many? 7 colors. This we experience and see. By how it gives 7 when matter is interacting with energy. Matter is interacting. Light is a form of energy. There is an interaction between matter and physics. So we will be, physics involves the study of all this. What we will do in physics, we'll study everything. We will study this, and our senses are there, which are able to get these signals. So what we are saying, the phenomenon which you are observing, students, we will be studying them and we will investigate them. Investigate them. Because how will I know why rainbow is formed, why the sun energy is able to used by plants, how it is used. When I breathe, why do I breathe? How do I produce energy inside my body? You are eating food, and that food gets converted into energy inside your body. What do they say? Glucose. The glucose, you have heard about glucose, students. The glucose gives energy. How the glucose gives energy? If I don't breathe, can I get energy? The answer is no. So all this, whatever phenomenon we are observing, we have to investigate in our science. Unless I do the investigation, observation will be there, some activity is there. What we do in science? What you are doing in science? Or what you are doing in physics? You will make certain observations. Then you will make certain measurements, I am saying now. Measurements. I'm coming to the topic, measurement, because the topic you send me is measurements. Measurements, you will do some measurements in physics. How will you do the measurement? You will use something to measure. How will you weigh something, or how I say this is 1 kilogram? How I say this distance which I have traveled is 1 kilometer? That means some measurements will be there. What type of measurements will be there? We like to see. Measurements will be there. After measurement, what type of measurement that we are going to see, and what problems we will face in making the measurements also we will see. After the measurements are done, students, then what sometimes you see that what we do, we form laws of physics or laws of science. Just as you said, there is a gravitational law, Newton's law of motion. How many laws of Newton motion? You know that there are 3 laws of the motion. Students are studying. So observation should be there, measurement should be there, then certain laws can be formed. And for example, in your book, he talks of launching of a satellite. Launching of a satellite. Or a launching of, let me talk of launching of a rocket first. We talk of launching of a rocket. Did you ever see in the pictures how when the rocket goes, what type of things you see in the TV pictures of that? Have you seen rocket launching? The rocket is launched, what do you see? Ane, have you seen any launching of a rocket in the movies?
Yes, I have seen.
So what type of things you observe? Not one thing, many things you observe that. There is a gas coming out.
Fire coming out.
Smoke, and then something shoots up.
If the rocket shoots up.
There is a light, there is a heat, there are gases, and rockets begin to rise from launch pad. What they call as there is a launch pad. There is a launch pad, students, and what we observe, students, something is going up. This rocket is student, lot of gases, and there's a heat, there's a fire, there's a smoke, gases.
A lot of energy is put.
And something goes up. There is an engine. And after that, you have seen there are many stages of the rockets. After that, you see, they say that one part has dismantled, now another part is going, and so many stages are there. There are stages of the rockets, not one. There are many stages. That Chandrayaan, which was sent, was telecasted. They said there are different stages. By the end, only small piece remained. Rest slowly and slowly they were getting out. So here more than one phenomenon is involved, and small spacecraft will remain in the orbit after it completes many stages. All this is a physics. What we are saying is a science. We want to study this, and question which comes in your mind: where does these gases come? Where the light comes? Where the heat comes? How it goes up? Students, see, that means some fuel is being used which burns. Some fuel is being used which burns, and then you are driving a car on a what you use fuel, you are putting petrol in your car, but after petrol there is an engine. What happens? Petrol gets burned up, and what it produces? Energy. That energy is converted into mechanical energy, and the tires of the car move. So many stages are there for every machine which works. In science we want to get answers of all this. What we want? Answers of all these things which we are talking about. So physics or science will be the study of phenomenon where we will make investigations, we will make observations, we will make certain measurements, and then certain laws will be formed, which we call laws of science, laws of physics. Okay, so far you have answered all the questions in such an intelligent manner. I could not believe that you are so intelligent. You have so much intelligence. Okay, good. Now, can you tell me what measurements you are doing in everyday life? Measurements. What measurements you are doing? What are you measuring in everyday life?
Measuring how much milk or water is in the glass.
How much means what measurement? How what unit you will use? That is what I want to come to the point now. You are
Liter.
saying this is longer than this. How will you say this is longer than this?
Length would be in kilometer and meter.
All right. That means you are saying that you are sitting in a
Meters.
room. You are saying my room is bigger than the next room. What do you mean by bigger? They will say that you will say, okay, I will make some measurement. My house is bigger than the other house. What he says, what is the meaning of this? Give me numbers, give me some value so that I can compare. So what measurement I will do if I have to, if I have a plot of land, students, for example, if I have a plot of land, you are saying this is bigger, this is smaller, this is still bigger. Now, this is smaller, this is bigger, then I will say, okay, you will make some measurements to show me what I will measure in this. Tell me what I will measure to prove that this is smaller, this is bigger, this is bigger. I will have to use some scale to make a measurement, yes or no. So here you can say, okay, length, I will measure the length. This is the length. This length is smaller, this length is bigger. So important measurements which we do in science in our everyday life. One of the thing you have said to me is length. Okay, length is very important. You will make measurements of length in your notebook also. You know you are using some scale at homes. What scale you are using? So length is to be measured everywhere. You go anywhere in the world, you will use some measurements of length. If you buy a cloth, students, what you measurements of length are required for your clothes? Required or not? Tell me. How will they make measurements? We want to see that. So one important, this is what we call as, this is a physical property. It is some physical property, students. And there is a physical property which we want to measure, and we will use some equipment, some apparatus, something to measure that. Who made that? Man made it. Scientists made this for measurements also. So one thing is length. What else you are measuring in everyday life? You are going to a grocery store. Tell me
Distance.
what you are buying from there. Pulses, rice, atta. What measurements you ask the grocery shop?
Weight.
Weight. Okay. So I'm saying we will discuss what is the difference between mass and weight also. You are saying mass will be required. Mass. You are saying 1 kg, give me 1 kg, half kg, 3 kg. There are different units, we will talk about that. So mass will also be important. Quantity, physical quantity, physical quantities. I'm saying physical quantity which we need to measure in science or physics. Physical quantity, physical quantity. What else you are measuring? What else you are measuring?
How much liquid is in a glass?
Liquid, that means what? You are saying, give me this, what is written in the bottles? 250 milliliter, 500 milliliter, 1 liter. The
Yeah.
water you are drinking, what they are saying? 1 liter water. When you are measuring some, okay, you said about liquids. Okay, liquids you are talking about. For liquids, you are measuring what? Volume? Yes or no?
Yes.
Volume you are saying. You have seen 1 liter. Now, what is 1 liter? We will see that. What unit you are using? What is written on the bottles which you are buying? Those aerated drinks and juices. You are buying juices. What is written on the pack? Tell me. 100 milliliter? 1 liter? Something like this? 250? Or you are buying milk? These are the liquids for which you are using volume. Volume you are using. Okay. In the water tank, you have a water tank. What they say, how many liters of water is there? You are saying you have a water tank. Water tank. Do you have any idea how much liter of water is stored in your water tank?
A lot.
1000 liter. You are using a lot of water every day. Let me tell you, 1000 liter of water is being used. So, volume you are saying liters. Okay, very good answer from your side. When I said your class will be at 8 o'clock with me, how do you know? You have given a connection with me. I got a message admit at 8 p.m. What is that time?
Yes.
You are doing measurements of time. Everything is based on time. You have to catch a flight. You know what time you have to reach. You go to the school, what time? There's a time of the school. How you are measuring time? How you are measuring time? You are saying 8 p.m. What it means 8 p.m.? I'm saying 8.15 p.m. What it means? I'm saying 8.30. So athlete is running. Have you seen the people running in the Olympics? Tell me.
Yes.
How close they are. Sometimes it is difficult for me to say that the winner is this one because only very fractions of seconds difference. It almost looks that all the five are almost at the same distance. But how they measure? See the timers they are using, electronic timers, which measures less than a second, 1/100th of a second. So because that is the difference between the athletes in the Olympics. So time measurements are also very important. Anya, tell me yes or no. That
Yes.
means in our everyday life, in science, there will be physical quantities. What I'm talking of, physical quantities. Physics, I will be talking of physical quantities. These are those quantities which can be measured, students, which can be measured. But how we will measure it? How do you measure? in the grocery shop, how they are measuring 1 kilogram. They are using some scale or some balance. Some balance is there, or electronic balance is there, or something is there. How you are measuring the volume also. There is some standard value with which we compare. So for any measurements, supposing I say, what is your weight? What is your weight? Tell me how much you weigh. Tell me how much you weigh. You are saying 40. ठीक है? Is it any? When I say 40, tell me, does it help you? Yes or no? ठीक है? If I say weight is 40, what is it showing to you? Is it correct or not correct? My question is this.
It's not correct because you're not giving, is it grams or kilograms?
Very good answer. That's what I wanted to know. This is a number, but I have not mentioned the units. I have not mentioned the units. Whether it is 40 gram, 40 kilogram, or 40 milligram, there are 40 grams. There could be 40 kilograms, 40 milligrams. So you can see that there are different units, student. What do you mean by 40? 40 has only a number. So when we will make the measurements of any physical quantities, there will be a number as well as a unit will also be there. We have to know the units, students, in science, and you answered that question correctly. You are such a smart student. Good. So you have, students, what we are trying to come into the things that whenever measurements will be done, there will be some number as well as the units are required. So what type of units we use? Units for measurements. There has to be units for measurements. And probably if you will look back to the history, in what happened long back, 300 years back or 200 years back, different countries were using different type of units. There were system, we were using CGS system, centimeter. Still we are using centimeter many places. Centimeter, your scale, grams, time, this is seconds. And you may have heard about FPS system. FPS system came from foot, pounds.
So your voice is cracking.
Huh?
Your voice is cracking.
Voice is cracking. There could be an internet problem. My internet is working. You check your internet connection.
Yes, it's low.
You can
you
check
repeat
it.
what you said?
You can try to check it out if it is okay or not. You can make a connection.
Can you repeat what you said?
Yes, I am saying different places, different countries have used different units long back. Some of the units I am talking is CGS unit was used centimeter, gram, second. Length is in centimeter, mass is in grams, and time is in seconds. Some people were using foot, pounds, and seconds. Is the voice audible?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you will go to the history, you see that different places, different units have been used for measurements. Because in science, measurements have to be done. There can be no science without measurements. There can be no physics without measurements. And some of the measurement you are doing, you are already telling me, sir, mass, length, time, volume, all this we measure in everyday life. And we buy the products from grocery store or anything you buy what you say, okay, give me 1 kg, give me half kg. You are buying a cloth, you talk of 2 meters, 3 meters. Measurements have to be done for any physical quantity. So but the problem is the units. I said ki you go to another country, their different units are used, then you will be in trouble and we will face difficulties. Yes or no? Tell me, if different places, different units are used, will it be good for us?
No.
No. It happened long back. You know, if you will study the history, I know that there was an air crash once. I mean, it's mentioned because at one point, what was happening, the pilots are given the directions and when they are landing at some place, different units were being used at one place and it created a huge problem long back. It's a very old story, very old story. Because when people were going from one place to another place, different standard units were there. So what they decided then, that there should be some standard units. What I'm saying, there should be some standard units. Yes or no, tell me.
Yeah.
Because for any measurements, we should have units which are same everywhere. What I'm saying, that I should think of unit students which are same everywhere. This is the most important point. That we should have what we call as SI units. You know that what is the meaning of SI? Tell me what SI stands for, Anya. Standard. I
Standard
stands for international units. So what happened? Scientists from all over the world, they came together and decided that these are the standard international units. They will be used same everywhere in every country of the world. This will solve all the problems because wherever you go now, you can use these units. There is no difficulty because standard international units are accepted everywhere, and that is why we call SI units. Is it clear that
Yeah.
now we will what units we are using in science, standard international units? That doesn't mean that I am not using other units also. As per my convenience, I may be using other units, but most important thing to know is that standard international units are same everywhere. For any measurement, I will have to make a standard thing. Yes or no? What do you mean by 1 kg? Tell me. I say this is 1 kg. Someone will have to make 1 kg weight, and then others will also make same weight. It will become 1 kg under the same temperature and pressure, because with changing conditions, the mass weight can change. Weight can change. Not the mass, I'm saying weight can change. You know what is the difference between mass and weight? What is
Mm,
the difference between mass and weight, Anya?
Mass is how much space an object takes, and weight is the weight of that object. It's how
Okay,
much.
now think about it, don't worry. If you go to the moon, your weight will be same. Tell me.
No.
You have seen astronauts on the moon. They said our weight becomes 1 by 6. 1 by 6. This is important point. You see that why I discussed this? That, okay, what I'm saying, देखो, you have a mass. Mass is your substance you are made up of. Your mass is not going to change. Your mass is not changing anywhere. Your mass is constant. It is not changing. You can be on moon. You can be on earth. It is mass is same. The amount of the substance which is present in you is not changing. But I am saying your weight 1/6 on moon. What is on the earth? If you are 50 kg here, then it is 1 by 6 of 50 on the moon. Why? Because the gravitational force is on moon is 1/6 of that of the earth. Weight comes when something is attracted by the earth. Earth is attracting all of us. Any object you have, it is attracting. That is what it becomes weight. So when on the entire earth, the gravitational field is constant. So we see the same weight or mass, whatever we have. Does that, you understood what I said? So
Yes.
we are going to make a lot of measurements. And I said that now we have defined standard international units. SI units are same everywhere. They are universally accepted. They are universally accepted. And in the book, you will see a table of SI units. Table of SI units. In France, they have kept the standard weights. Standard weights, because we will have to make a standard. If I say this is 1 meter, I will have to make 1 meter rod. And this is being placed in France, where they say that all others will make the same thing. In France, they have kept all this. The scientists have kept there. The standard measurements have been taken and kept in a lab there. 1 kg, they have kept it there. So we are producing the same 1 kg which is there, which we are using. All the measurements which we are using. So you will find when you are measuring length, if you are measuring length, Anya, tell me the most common use of length which you are using. The SI unit of length is meter. What is that? Meter. Meter I am using as the SI unit of length. And they represent by small m. You have seen in the books m, small m.
Yes.
That is meter. Meter is the SI unit of length. Is the SI measuring length. SI unit is meter. Is meter. Is meter. And you know 1 kilometer, you are using kilometer, is equal to 1000 meter, or I write 10 power 3 meter. Okay? This is a unit can be converted. If you are traveling by car, your car is giving you kilometer per hour speed in the speed meter. You have a speed meter in the car, but it gives you kilometer. Because you are traveling from one place to another place, you are using kilometers. Because meter is small, 1 meter is small. So you are using kilometer. This is SI unit, but you are using centimeter also. What you are using?
Centimeter.
Centimeter. How you represent? cm, centimeter. And what is centimeter? 1 by 100 of a meter. 0.01 of a meter. Yes. You are using millimeter. Millimeter. How do you represent a millimeter? mm. Milli. What is milli? What do you mean by milli, students? So that is 1 millimeter is 1 by 1000. Milli is 1 by 1000 of a meter. 0.001 of a meter. That is millimeter. And some more units, smaller units. Micrometer. It is represented by mu m. Micro is 10 power 6, 1 by 10 power 6, which I'm giving how many? If I have 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0 0.12345. This is a micrometer. Micrometer. And you will have nanometer. Nanometer. This is written like NM. I'm just actually in the book you have a table of that. Actually, it is, if I write in zeros, it will be 9 zeros. 0 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or I can write 10 minus 9 meter. M is meter, M is meter. So you see that our measurements are coming to different. In science, you will need very small numbers and very big numbers. If I say what is the distance between moon and earth, oh, it's going to be how much, if you check the value in the Google, you will see some values are very big, some are very small. That is how the science works. So we will be doing all these measurements. How do you think, Anya, did you like the session?
Yes.
You have been able to answer my large questions, and I thank you very much for with me, and I will meet you in my next class, and we will discuss more things about science, because you have a lot of interest in science and you love science. So I am so happy that you are liking science, and I will send a recorded video of this to you so that you can listen and see what we have been talking about. What the session is live and interactive. You can interact with me, you can ask any question with me, and you are live with me, so no problem. You answers were very intelligent. You are one of the very intelligent child I have experienced in my life. So my best wishes and thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll get back to you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night. It was very nice to have you over. Thank you so much.
Your daughter is so intelligent. I can't believe that she could answer.
I know, sir. She's
so,
my daughter.
a gem of a person. I mean, can't believe it. She has so much knowledge of science. Hardly I am taking so many students of different levels, but they don't know much. But she is very scientific. I mean, scientifically she could answer.
And sir, she has already studied this chapter in the school. Actually, this is the first
Okay, that
chapter
is
of
also
physics.
good part of it. Once I get all the, more information about it, then we will be able to.
Yes, sir. Actually, they are shared some presentations also.
Okay,
so I'll be sharing those. If you can give me your email ID, I'll send you those as well.
I will give you, because you see that my interest is only one. Let me tell you. Here, since I have been taking a variety of classes with different sections, including some, I have started taking all children for some reason. Science is to be understood, to be learned by the students, and they should have a scientific attitude and scientific mind. Scientific mind is very important and very powerful. It involves thinking. Your life is thinking, nothing beyond that. Let them do anything in this world. I mean, let them be an Olympic player tomorrow.
Sir.
That thinking will be required. Mind should be thinking all the time. And nowadays,
that's why I want her to start with you. That's the reason I want her to study with you.
So my interest is that there should be no cramming, no rattabaji. All the students, I clearly tell them, here you are coming for learning, you learn the things. Basic concepts should be clear, and you will see that once your mind is so much matured, students, you can read any book, any subject, and you will be so good in that. So there is no limit nowadays that you have to go for science, or you have to go for art, or you can go anywhere, no problem. Wherever your passion is, go for that. But the mind should be very strong.
Yeah.
And mind should be scientific, that everything needs thinking. Let me tell you, once the children know that they are observing everything around them, every science is in front of them. Every food they are eating is a science. Everything is scientific. So once they start understanding it,
so
their life becomes
science, she'll breathe science, like that.
So I find she has a scientific attitude. That's the only thing I want. Because the students have books, students have notes, students are assessed to everything. But the main thing is, our purpose is to motivate, so that they can go for something big in their life. That is my point.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night. Sir, good night. Night, sir.
Okay. Good night, Anya.